Welcome back, yo. Welcome back to another video, man. Today, a woman is going to be exposing why they actually avoid attractive men, right? And the issues that they face eternally. So I'm gonna watch it and we are going to be talking about it. Here we go.
2026, one of my biggest goals is to actually date men that I'm physically attracted to. And I know that sounds crazy, but for me, my standards and how I like to be treated is always gonna trump any physical traits. But because of that, I don't really date men that I find attractive. In some ways, it's even given me anxiety whenever a man that I do find attractive likes me, or if I find a man attractive from the jump, it makes me scared almost. Yep. And it was my therapist who brought this to my attention in college. She told me that I dated men that I didn't really find attractive because I didn't want to compete with other women, which I think is true because my type is everybody's type.
I was scared that liking a man too much might ruin my life and make me crazy. That's how women truly feel, bruh. That's how they're like, damn, because listen, as much as people talk about men simping, women simp just as hard for the men that they want, right? They are weak to their damn knees for the dudes that they really crave and they just can't help it. So they're going to just be so submissive and just follow that man, right? Women will naturally submit to a man that they find attractive. So
I like them tall, dark, and handsome. Well, you can negate the dark part because I've literally dated white men and I've dated pretty much all men except Asian men. And I think that fine is fine in any country and
True.
fine is fine in any language. So we'll take the dark part. But let's just say tall and handsome. That's my type. But I also would like to say that my type may like me, but what I really attract is older white men. And I'm not really into that at all. I'm fine with white men. But I've never been into older men. But that's who's drawn to me. Whenever I go out by myself and I'm sitting at a bar or eating sushi or something by myself, those are the ones that are going to start a conversation with me and pay my tab. Even in the field that I work in, but
simp ass niggas, bro.
There's a lot of older white men in my work and they're just wrapped around my finger and I just don't really like it. I don't really care for it. But I also want to...
Because she's not attracted, so she don't care.
That I'm one of those people that attraction doesn't grow over time for me. And
all right, I'm gonna stop right there real quick, right? A lot of people are in that, oh, I see her every day, we're growing, we're getting more comfortable with each other, right? And that usually happens, but I would say if a shorty is not initially attracted to you, it's gonna be a very long battle through, bruh, just to get her even mildly interested, bro. And she would already have to have some kind of interest in you for you to be able to even raise it up anyway. But it's a waste of time, bro. Find a girl who's already into you, bro. Just instantly, bro.
Friends are always telling me like, oh my gosh, you'll like them over time. No, I know myself and that has never ever happened. But again, because of my standards and how I like to be treated, I always have entertained men that I just thought were nice people, men that I enjoy their company, that I thought that they were smart, that I thought that they were funny, that all that kind of stuff. But it never made me sexually attracted to them. And I would always eventually have to leave.
Color me shocked.
Because I know eventually they're going to want to go in that room and I'm not going to want to go in that room every single time. So I, in 2026, would like to at least try dating men that I'm physically attracted to. I don't know how that's going to go because my type is everybody's type. I just don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to deal with the competitive. Women are so competitive. I don't want to compete with other women. I don't want to do it.
There we go, man. There we go, right? She's talking about what we talk about every single day here, right? They are just afraid of having to compete with other women, bro. A lot of it is just competition anxiety, right? So the moment they feel like, damn, I know he can pretty much get any girl he wants in the long run, so I'ma just not compete because I just don't think it's gonna be worth it for my mental health, for my self-esteem, for my ego, right? See, a lot of people think that dudes have big egos. Women have the biggest egos just out of this freaking galaxy, bro. That's how big their egos actually is, right? And I've had a girl tell me, hey, jokingly, right? If a dude does not respond to my DM, I will go and just find where he lives and knock at his door and just interrogate him, bro. Because they can, in their own reality, they're not used to getting rejected. So when it does happen to them, how dare you reject me? You're gay. You must be. Yo, I just have standards. I'm just a dude with standards. I'm not just trying to have sex with every single thing, right? That's not me. So it's like their whole world changes because 9 times out of 10, especially if they're pretty, men have been telling them, oh, you're perfect, you're great, miss, do no wrong, XYZ. And that's what happened when I told a shorty that I'm currently seeing. When I said, hey, here's the damn truth. You've gone your whole life without having to develop certain traits, and that's the reason why you're actually struggling when it comes to keeping men, right? You're a pretty girl. You can get men, attract men, but just keeping them long term, you don't have the skills. You do not qualify for something long term. And at first she was upset because a dude actually telling her the damn truth, because you don't need to be in my life. I'm not afraid to damn lose you. I can just get a different girl. So for me, I'm like, she's gonna leave me. Cheeks, please don't leave me. Bro, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I can get more of her, right? I can get more of whatever type of girl I want. I can get that type. So the fact that I was honest with her and just put her in this sort of human level, because she was so used to being pedestalized for the majority of her life, because she's a pretty girl, right? Nice body, all that. That made her like me even more, and that made me stand out to her even more, because I was the first one who could say no. I was the first one who stood up and stood my ground and not just simp just because you're a pretty girl with nice tits, nice face, nice hair, all that. Like, that shit don't faze me now. I've been talking to women since I was 13, bro. So for me, it's just like, all right, cool. Like, you're just a pretty girl. But with them, when they are attracted to a certain guy, like she said, right, in the video, my type is everybody's type, right? Women want the best of the best. And she's just not willing to put her best foot forward, right? Because she knows that if she's around a dude that she wants, she's going to be a lot more needier, right? She's going to be a lot more self-conscious because she actually cares about what that man thinks, versus the dudes who are paying her damn tab, giving her free money, paying her bills. He's like, they're nice. I can just use them whenever. I can be as disrespectful as I want because I know what they want deep down, and they ain't gonna get it. They might think that they're gonna get it, but they're not gonna get it because they don't do it for me. They don't make my tingle, bro. They're not making my poom poom tingle. So they can try to be nice all they want, but deep down, bro, every girl knows dudes are only being nice because they want something from them. They're not just being nice for the sake of being nice, right? And I talk to women all the time, and I'm, hey, you guys know, so y'all are just pretending. They're like, we know, we just like free shit. I know, if I was a girl, I'd be doing it too. Shit, I would be getting all the free stuff. I would be saving so much money, bruh. Trust me, because there are so many weak-minded dudes. And I'm so glad that this channel is just reaching more men, and just channels like this is just reaching more men and just making them awake to the reality, bro. Because women will act so naive, right? They will act like, oh, how do you know that he wanted to just ram me through the freaking wall and pin me down on his bed? Oh, I thought we were just friends, Timmy. We were just friends. I'm sorry. I don't see you that way. The whole time she knew, but she wanted to take advantage, right? That's why women have dudes for multiple things, right? And she's now exposing that, right? She's saying that she's avoiding men that she is into because they might ruin her life. And some men do, right? Some men will take advantage, yes, because if a dude sees that you are willing to do whatever, go to the depths of hell and back for him, yes, he gonna put you through it, right? Because that man is a strong figure. That man knows his way around female psychology and how to make women feel and act and react. And he's also an attractive man as well, right? And men like that, especially in the great year of 2025, going to 2026, a lot less men are like that in today's world, bro. Most men are just going down the drain. Most men are lost. Most men don't know what to do when it comes to women. Most men are not approaching women. Most men are not even talking or being romantically, sexually involved with women because they're just fed up with everything because of their own lack. So when women see a prize of a man, they're afraid. They avoid him like the absolute plague because they don't want to fight for that man, right? They don't want to feel constantly insecure. They don't want to feel like they're on their tippy toes 24/8 with this dude because guess what? This dude gets attention. You're not the only one, right? Versus if they get a average dude, a safe dude who just, yes, dear, dude like that, I got him. I'm gonna go to bed. Whenever I want to give him some, he's gonna get some and he's not gonna complain because he's just a shadow of a man, unfortunately. And that's how a lot of people see a lot of men. A lot of women see a lot of men. And when they see men like us, they try to avoid us and they play a lot more games. Once again, this woman is just exposing how a lot of women think and just the things that we've been talking on this channel, right? That's why when I go out, women will oftentimes be all friendly to a dude that they don't like. And then when I come in, it's just like, they're quiet, silent. The room just is silent, bro. Because men like us are not just readily available, right? Who are in shape, who are fit, who just take care of themselves, bro, are rare. So they don't know how to act. And even when they are attracted, they act a fool, bro. And then they end up losing, dude, because then they end up playing all these extra games. For what? But anyway, y'all, if you guys enjoyed this video, man, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, man. And I'm going to see y'all soon. Blessings and love, y'all. Peace out.